Okay, so here's the 5 levels of transformation. So I'll be explaining this. I'm gonna try to make it as brief as possible. But when you want permanent change, actually very similar to sa ano eh, when you talk about the book Atomic Habits. So when you want 5 levels of transformation for permanent change, in if you want to learn something, for example, if hello, do you guys hear me ba? Naririnig niyo ba ako?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So
Yes, sir.
usually when we want to learn something, for example, whatever you want to learn how to, for example, speed reading, which is something I won't teach here, but I can teach on another time if you guys are interested. Speed reading. So we start on the second level of transformation, or on the second level, which is yung behavior. So that's actually what you want to change, diba? So on top of that, on the third level of the transformation is yung capability. Like, do you actually have the skills or the mechanics to do speed reading? Do you know what are the skills that you should be applying? For example, how do you read, or ano ba yung mindset when reading? That's capability. So that's something that parang, for example, this is what I'm trying to teach you right now, yung capability on leadership basically. And the fourth level above that is beliefs and values. So basically, this answers the question why you do something. So the important thing whenever you try to learn something is you learn to have or dig deeper the reason why you're actually learning this. For example, for me, the reason why I want to learn how to speed read is because I love to read, and I believe that in reading kasi, imagine 10 years of experience of the author, you get to learn it in what, 1 week. So that's the importance of speed reading for me, and I want to gain that wisdom faster. And that's the reason why I speed read. So sa inyo, siguro, try to find the reason why you're actually listening to me talking here. Is it because you want to improve as a person, or do you want to be a better leader? Yun yung beliefs and values. And on the last level is the identity. So that's who you are. For example, me, I know before I wasn't a bookworm, but because I wanted to actually change, the permanent change I'm talking about here is actually I wanted to be known as someone who reads a lot of books, a bookworm, and someone who has a lot of wisdom because of the books I read. So, yun na yun, that's the identity. That's the final level. Basically, in Atomic Habits, when you read that book, the habits actually make you. So your habits or the things that you do actually define who you are. And lastly, the environment. Let's go back to the first level of transformation is environment. So the environment is, for example, you want to read, but your schedule doesn't allow it, or you don't have books around you, or um, basically the environment is not conducive to actually reading. So yun yung environment. That's the importance of environment. And one of the things I want to emphasize in the environment is your peer group. So for example, the people you hang around with, sabi nga nila, di ba, the 5 people closest to you actually define who you are, or it's pretty close to who you are. So you need a good peer group to actually help you grow. So if you look at the right side of the PowerPoint, it actually answers the traditional 5 Ws and the H. So when you talk about the environment, it's actually the where and when. The behavior is what you want to learn. Capability is how do you learn this. The beliefs and values is why do you do this. And the identity is who does it make you when you actually learn this. So that's the 5 levels of transformation for permanent change. And the reason why I'm teaching you guys this is para you guys have a mindset na, okay, ganito pala yung process of learning. So you'll be aware of where you are, what you lack. Kasi sometimes we try to learn things na without really thinking of, sometimes you want to learn it. You have the belief, you have the capability. You want to learn it so bad. Pero your environment's not conducive. For example, you want to learn how to play guitar, pero wala ka namang guitar. So how will you learn it? So basically, that's why I'm teaching you this.